Of our Senior High School Hall of Fame class of 2020. Tonight we are joined by a collection of athletes, coaches, and contributors who have shaped our community in ways far beyond their athletic accomplishments. For our committee worked to emphasize diversity in sports and eras in these classes. They were chosen for their contributions to the overall greatness of Sanger High athletics. We will now introduce each inductee and highlight their successes as former Apaches. To start off, we would like to bring up the 1951 football team that won the first ever Valley Championship against Coalinga with a 26-20 victory on a pass from Nick Paquette to Gene Green with 20 seconds left in the game. This team helped to fuel our community's long commitment to Apache football and is the second team inducted into the Sanger High Athletic Hall of Fame. Team members named got Sanger history, including Hank Scooter Vasquez, later inducted into the Reedley College Hall of Fame, Dan Hightower, Gene Green, and members of Sanger High's first Hall of Fame class, taking on Robert F. Kennedy from Delano.
They're honoring the 1951 Valley Championship football team of Sanger, their first Valley Championship team. You'll see on the field here at Tom Flores Stadium some of the players being honored. For the 1951 team, Tom Flores Stadium was named that in 1981, but the stadium has been here since 1955. 1955. The stadium has been here. We're about a mile and a half away from Sanger High School. And I understand there was a new high school being built in Sanger. I believe it's 2 or 3 miles away from the present Sanger High School. And that occurred some people prior to the game. These are some members of the 1951 Valley Championship football Sanger team, their first Valley Championship team.
Dan Hightower, Dale Barnes,
they're honoring Hall of Fame inductees, the class of 2020 and 2021 tonight here at Tom Flores Stadium. Because of COVID last year, they didn't have the 2020 situation. So the presentation of the class of 2020, this will be on the home side of the field, which is, we're looking out at the Sanger side, Sanger home side. Generally, the home side is normally where the press box is, but here at Tom Flores Stadium, the visitor side, where we are at, is where the press box is. So some of the people being honored: Dale B. Shore, Pat Henry, Scott Jent, Stacy Mosier, Jaime Garza, Tony Herron, Diana Macias Copeland, Jack Mark Wallen, and of course right now, the 1951 Valley Championship football team. So they're being honored first. The people I told you about: B. Shore, Henry, Jent, Mosier, Garza, Herron, Macias Copeland, and Wallen, along with this the players from the 51 championship football team. By the way, tonight, prior to the game, the coin toss will be performed by none other than Tom Flores, Hall of Famer, former Raider, of course. I still think he commentates on Las Vegas Raiders games. I know he did last year with Brent Musburger and Lincoln Kennedy on the radio side. I've listened to some of the games. So he is still working hard. Yes, he started here at Sanger High School many, many years ago. So at halftime, they will also honor some other inductees. That would be Michelle Anderson, Janelle Odom, Ernie Reese, Floyd Sanders, Sherry Johnson Bach, Billy Jack Perez, Dick Shepard, and Lloyd Sanders. So I think they're honoring the class of 2020 now, and then at halftime they will be honoring the class of 2021.
His name is still found in the school's basketball records for single season and career scoring and rebounds that resulted in his later.
They're talking about some of the people.
Basketball Hall of Fame. In baseball, his fastball led him to Fresno State, where he later was inducted into Fresno State Baseball Hall of Fame.
Do you see what they're coming up from?
And Fresno State rose to AAA status at Pawtucket. Tony is unable to attend our event tonight.
I see him right here.
Another 3 sport standout to join this year's class is Stacy Mosier, who is described by coaches as the heart and soul of
Stacy Mosier, class of 1986. Another 3 sports standout to join the 2020 class is Stacy Mosier. She was described by coaches as the heart and soul of teams in which she played. She played varsity softball for 3 years, varsity basketball for 2 years, and varsity softball for 4 years. She was a team captain in all 3 sports, voted to all league teams in all 3 sports. In addition to being named Sanger High Co-Athlete of the Year in 1986, she later attended COS of Visalia. and she was on the state championship softball team. She's also contributing to athletics as head softball coach at West Hills College for over 20 years. Stacy Mosier from the class of 1986. She's a part of the 2020 class here at Sanger High School. Inductee, Hall of Fame inductee.
Our next honoree is Jaime Garza. Jaime is the first
Jaime Garza.
inducted into Sanger High School Hall of Fame.
So Garza was an athlete in the class of 1997. First wrestler to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. A two-time Valley champ at 103 and 112 in successive seasons. At a second-place winner of the state championships at 123. The first Sanger wrestler to attain that level. He later wrestled at National College powerhouse Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, a school I know very well. Jaime Garza from the class of 1997. Another Sanger High School Hall of Fame inductee. Mark Heffernan with you on NorCal Sports TV. With Jason Green, our producer. This was a very warm and kind of muggy day in Sanger and also in the Fresno area today, but it's cooled off. It's going to be a nice evening for football. Virtually no wind. As you can see on the far side, the sun is descending. Kind of a murky sky out there. The field is in great shape. The field is in beautiful shape here. It is so green. I went down there and was taking pictures of the press box prior to the game, talked to a lot of people here. I like the way it's marked. Love the red S in the middle and also the end zones. People are very friendly here at Sanger. Have a lot of pride in their high school and also in their community. And you know, all the sports I've done in the Central section over the years, going back to 1985, I've never done a football game at Sanger High School. Now for NCS TV, I think I've done a couple of basketball invitationals at Sanger High School. But both of those were boys' invitationals. And, Garces played Sanger in 2012 in the CIF Central Section Division II Football Championship. Garces won that game. Garces had a great team. And I remember Sanger beating Garces in 1968, years ago. I think that was up here at Sanger. Let me see who they're honoring. I was talking over. We already hit Stacy Mosier and Jaime Garza. Mark Wallens from the class of 1988. The oldest of the three Wallen brothers in the Hall of Fame. Perhaps the best water polo player in Sanger High history. He set all the scoring records at Sanger, went on to become an All-American at Stanford University. It was the first building block in a Sanger High School water polo rebirth that continues in both the boys and girls programs to this day. And they were having a water polo match when I arrived earlier this afternoon at Sanger. I know that San Joaquin Memorial was there, and I believe it might have been a CMAC type of water polo event, the County Metro. Also, Jack Tiflick, a coach, honored as part of the 2020 inductees. He coached 28 years of aquatics and water polo during his long teaching career at Sanger. His teams won consecutive league championships in aquatics from 1958 through 1968, including section championships in 1958, 64, and 66, an unprecedented 11-year record of success that had not been duplicated at Sanger High by any other team in any other sport. His teams also dominated the league in water polo, winning sections in 66 and 67. He can be described as the father of aquatics programs at Sanger High. Possibly my brother-in-law might have competed against him. My brother-in-law, who was former lieutenant colonel in the Marines, went to Delano High School, and he competed in water polo and swimming at Delano, at Bakersfield College, and also at Fresno State. He might have competed against Sanger back in the day. Also, we have Pat Henry, contributor. Inducted as a community contributor, Sanger High Athletics has a long history of community help, beginning with the construction of the Sanger Football Stadium in 1954-55 by the Sanger Lions Club and many local farmers who dug the area out and built the team, the berm we are seeing today. So basically it was community help. Somebody told me that prior to the game. Community help that built the stadium back in 54 and 55. So Pat Henry's Get On Track and Light It Up project of 1991-92 stands alone. Over that year, the first Sanger High all-weather track, reconfigured to 400 meters, it's behind us, the Danteon Field berm seating, And all the lighting at Tom Flores Stadium, the varsity softball diamond, the Dodson Field track area, and Dayton Field were all installed. Now, without his efforts, Sanger residents would not have enjoyed the benefits of these facilities over the past 30 years. Pat Henry. So I talked about Pat Henry, Jack Tiftik, Mark Wallen, and Stacy Mosier. And I mentioned Jaime Garza. Del Bishore is a coach. He's part of the 2020 inductees. He rejuvenated the boys basketball program beginning in 1985. He coached for 12 years, winning 154 games. His 1987-88 team was the first Sanger team to advance to the Valley Championship game, where they lost to eventual state champion Foothill High of Bakersfield, 64-58. The Trojans, I actually announced for them in football. The 1988-89 team was the last Sanger team to win a championship when they captured the Northeast Limited League National Division title. They went on to coach at Fresno Pacific University. His coaching tree includes present Sanger High coach Al Alvarado III, along with other area coaches and administrators at Roosevelt, Bullard, and Clovis North High Schools. This is Coach Bishore's fourth Hall of Fame induction, following his own high school in Pennsylvania, California University of Pennsylvania, and the Sanger High Basketball Hall of Fame. Del Bishore. Remember, there was naming the class of 2020 prior to the game. I'm kind of going through everybody. Scott Jett, also from the 2020 class of 1991, the fastest swimming sprinter in Sanger High history. He was a four-time Valley champion in the 50 and 100-yard freestyle in 1990-91. He also provided that speed during water polo. He attended Auburn University on scholarship and earned All-American honors. That's really fantastic. He was qualifying for the 1996 Olympics in the 50-yard free by just 0.018 seconds. 0.018 seconds. Talk about a game of less than seconds swimming. See Sanger High School on the field right now, a team in red. The Apaches, 1-2 this year. Tony Herron, class of 1978, the son of one Hall of Fame member and the father of another. Tony was a three-sport star who played strong safety of the 1976 Valley Championship football team, and whose name is still found in the school's basketball records for single-season and career scoring and rebounding, which later resulted in his induction into the Sanger High Basketball Hall of Fame. In baseball, his fastball led him to Fresno State, where again he was later inducted into the Fresno State Baseball Hall of Fame. He signed with the Boston Red Sox after Fresno State and rose to AAA status at Pawtucket before an injury ended his career on the cusp of reaching the major leagues. So he was at Fresno State in 77. He was there about the same time I was, Tony Herron, from the class of 1978. Younger than me, though. We talked about Jaime Garza earlier. And then Hall of Fame inductees, 2021. So those are 2020 people. From 2021, they will talk about these people at the half. From the class of 1965, Floyd Sanders. Floyd and Lloyd Sanders were named high school All-Americans after their senior season in 1965, a first for Apache basketball players. Floyd and Lloyd were inducted together because their careers were both sides of the same coin, bookend high-scoring forwards. They led the team in scoring, the highest-scoring duo up to that time in school history. That team under coach Dean Nicholson, a fellow Hall of Fame inductee, was league co-champions with eventual Valley champion Reedley. Lloyd and Floyd were also elected into the founding class of the Sanger High Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. Floyd and Lloyd Sanders from 1965. Okay, you're watching, coming up about 7:30, we have football here on NCS TV. The Sanger High Apaches hosting the Thunderbirds of Kennedy High School in Delano on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Mark Heffernan.
Oh, this is gonna be a boring game, boy. Wing T. It's two teams that run Wing T. This game hella boring.
Now this is the 12th season of the Robert F. Kennedy Thunderbirds. They are part of the Division 4 League, part of the South Sequoia League. We've got a pretty good record going for this season in 2021. 4-0, defeating the Delano Tigers last week, 41-14. Their head coach in his third year with a record of 27 wins, 5 losses, Mario Mellon. He's assisted tonight by Joshua Mendoza and Jonathan Nunez. For the Sanger Apaches, Division 2, this is the 121st season for the Apaches. Record for keeper, 565 wins, 5 losses, and 33 ties. Apaches are part of the County Metro County Conference. And the record today for the season is 1-2. The featured Apache that is injured is Lieutenant Anthony Alanis. Hopefully he's okay. Tonight is a very special night. It's Hall of Fame night.
And welcome to the Tom Flores Stadium by Sanger High School in Sanger, California for tonight's big battle between the 1-2 Sanger Apaches and the Kennedy High of Delano Thunderbirds, who were 4-0. Now, originally, Sanger was set to play Centennial High of Bakersfield, another team who was 4-0, but there was a health and safety protocol issued against Centennial, so they could not play that game. We found out that that game was canceled, I think, on Thursday. And then, of course, the Sanger High Athletic Department tried to find another team that was available, which is very hard. And Kennedy, I guess, had to either buy or they had maybe a cancellation, so they were willing to play. Kennedy, the number 2 ranked team in Division 4, and Sanger's ranked in Division 2. Kennedy has been very impressive in 4 games this year. In fact, they are the number 2 rushing team in the state from a yardage standpoint. Number 2 in the state, also in the country. They've only thrown like 8 passes this year. Orozco, the quarterback, this year is 3 for 8 for 44 yards. That's completing 37% of his passes. The top rusher, Avian Pacina, number 24. 72 carries, 709 yards, 9.8 yard average, 11 touchdowns, 177 per game, 67 his longest. Hugo Mora, number 4, is 4 touchdowns, 37 rushes, 525 yards, an average of 14.2, 131.3 per game. And then also number 7, Drake Sand, has 4 touchdowns rushing, 34 carries, 295 yards, 8.7 average, 73.8 per game. Receiving-wise, Gamiz Helm, 2 receptions for 33 yards. Defensively for Kennedy, Helm has 1 pick, 24 tackles, and 2 sacks this year. Emiliano Herrejon, number 2, 23 tackles and 3 sacks. Number 5, Jude De La Cueva, has an interception, 22 tackles. Number 9, Ronaldo Monroy, also is the kicker for Kennedy, 40 tackles, and has, a couple of sacks. Brian Gavar, 25, 21 tackles. Sebastian Duran, number 42, has 20 tackles. Sergio Gonzalez, number 43, has 1 interception, 37 tackles, and 3 sacks. Sanchez Jr., number 23, with an INT, also with a couple of sacks. And Rios, number 65, with a couple of sacks for Kennedy. Monroy averages 42 yards in his kickoffs, 22 to 23 PATs, punts 5 for 121 yards, 24.2. And Gerardo Salazar, the kickoff guy for Kennedy, 5 for 85 yards, 17.9. Punt return 3 for 48, 16 per game. Kennedy this year, they beat Kerman 45-13, defeated Hoover Fresno 56-0. Beat Highland and Bakersfield 28-6, and clobbered rival Delano High School 41-14. So number 2 in the state and the country in rushing yards, Robert F. Kennedy from Delano.
Mr. Tom Flores has just given to you, along with a couple of other celebrities.
So we see the captains for Kennedy, Thunderbirds. Now, the visiting side is here on the press box side of Tom Flores Stadium. So the Sanger fans and everybody are on the other side. Generally, in football, the home side is on the same side as the press box, but not here. Remember, it's been Tom Flores Stadium since 1981. The stadium was built in 1954-55. So Mr. Flores should be coming out. Tom Flores, former Raider. I think he's still commentating on games, former coach, outstanding athlete here at Sanger High School. He was inducted into their inaugural Hall of Fame. And there you see him coming out on the cart. Mr. Flores. He will deliver the coin toss prior to the game. Head coach of RFK is Mario Milan. Special team secondary coach is Sam Salinas. Jacob Fregoso, the offensive coordinator. The strength coach, Jonathan Nunez. The head coach, secondary coach, Josh Mendoza. He is actually the head coach of the JV team. The offensive line coach is Johnny Salinas. Running backs, the linebackers coach is Jamal Martinez. And the wide receiver coach is Adam Vasconcillo. We see Tom Flores getting between players, I believe, and toss up the coin. Sanger in red, and of course Kennedy in black and kind of a teal color. Black pants, white shirts, teal numbers, black helmets with the teal design. Sanger basically in all red. There he tosses the coin from about 5 yards away. He's going to toss it again. Second toss by Tom Flores. Nice flip. The Apaches will be receiving. The Apaches, the team in red. The home team here at Tom Flores Stadium. Head coach of Sanger is Jorge Pena. The defensive coordinator, defensive line coach is Nico Mata. Offensive line coach, Steve Villagomez. Slot backs coach, Abel Gallardo. Quarterbacks coach, wide receivers, is Rob Thompson. The secondary coach is Jaime Aigala. And coaching fullbacks, inside linebackers, is Mark Serrano. Head trainer Chris Gonzalez for Sanger. The Apaches were Valley champs in 1951. They're honoring that team tonight. They did prior to the game. Also in 56, 68, 1976, 98, 2001, 2003, and 2016. And the County Metro champions in 2004, 2006, 2012, 14, 2015, 16, and 2020 and 21 during the spring season. As we see Tom Flores going off in the cart. And 29 league championships for Sanger, 29 in school history for the Apaches. I believe the national anthem is coming up pretty soon. We're about 7:25 here at Tom Flores Stadium. And the Sanger High band to our left. So now the national anthem here at Tom Flores Stadium.
Rodarte. Superintendent of Sanger Unified is Adela Jones. Our principal of Sanger Coronado. Athletic Director Brian Pinner and Activity Director Ronnie Scott. Tonight as referee Kevin Evans, umpire.
Excellent pregame introductions here at Tom Flores Stadium outside of Sanger High School in Sanger, California. Mark Heffer with you on NorCal Sports TV. With my producer Jason Green behind me. Too high up in the press box. On the visitor side, as I mentioned, the home side is the other way. Generally, home sides are on the same side as the press box, but it's not that big of a deal. The field is looking in gorgeous shape here at Tom Flores Stadium. So green, not only on the field but around it. And of course, they honor the Hall of Fame inductees for 2020 prior to the game. And we saw that here on MTS TV. Sanger High, that's pretty impressive. Coming out onto the field here, smoking in the whole bit. A lot of red, white, and a little bit of blue for SHS 1 and 2 this year. Off to a slow start. We're going to play Centennial High of Bakersfield tonight. Centennial had to opt out due to COVID protocols, and they were very fortunate to get a hold of Kennedy High in Delano. And the Thunderbirds come up here, so the first time these teams have met, RFK, a relatively new school. In fact, I don't think Kennedy High School won a game in their first 4 varsity seasons. Once they started winning, it has been contagious. I did them against Shafter High at Shafter a couple of years ago. In Division 5 Central Section Championship game, Kennedy won that game. In fact, Shafter had a fantastic season. They had beat Kennedy very, very well a couple of weeks prior to that. Shafter had a couple of guys banged up, and Kennedy came out smoking. That was an excellent ball game, went down to the wire. As Kennedy won that game in Division 5 and got moved up to Division 4. And they are actually ranked number 2 at this point in Division 4 in the Central Section. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Sanger High Apaches, by the Cavalier West Insurance Services, NCS TV Summer Basketball Camps, and Meeting Rooms on Demand. The producer Jason Green, I'm Mark Heffernan. As I mentioned prior to the national anthem, Sanger has won 29 league titles, 8 Valley titles, and 7 CMAC titles in football. Jorge Pena is their head coach. This is the 121st year of Sanger High football. 121 years in playing football here at Sanger. The stadium was built in 54-55 and was named Tom Flores Stadium in 1981. And he did the coin toss prior to the game tonight to honor the 2020 inductees prior to the game. And they will honor the 2021 inductees at halftime tonight. Kennedy kicking off, moving right to left here in the first quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. Kennedy, black pants, fill numbers, live football. Sanger with the ball moving left to right. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches at their own 35-yard line. Kennedy coming in with a record 4-0. Like you some of their stats, and Sanger moves from this game to a record of 1-2. Kennedy with victorious over Kerman, Hoover, Fresno, Highland, and Bakersfield, and Delano. And Sanger tonight, they compete in the South Dakota League. And Sanger competes in the County Metro, CMAC, along with San Joaquin Memorial. And run to the outside. Get him about 5 yards to the 40-yard line. As I mentioned, Kennedy primarily likes to run the football. Sanger a little bit more balance. The flag is down, I believe, on the far side.
Salazar making the stop for the Thunderbirds.
Personal foul. Face mask against Kennedy.
Against Kennedy High.
Well, that's a 15-yard penalty. And Sanger will have the ball in Kennedy territory at the 44. So a break for Sanger. At 44 of Kennedy.
Line where it's first
Yeah, first and 10 for the Apaches. Quarterback is John Ariola, 5'8", 150. His number 8 quarterback. Handoff. Short gain about 41. Check that. Josiah Duarte. Duarte, the quarterback. 5'9", 165-pound senior. For Sanger. Second and 7 for the Sanger Apaches at the 41 of Kennedy. Kennedy runs a 3-stack defense. 2 receivers to the right side, near side for Sanger. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Nice run to about the 36-yard line. Number 8, Josiah Duarte, the ball carrier. Thought about pitching it, but he had a little bit of opening up the middle. Runs it up to the 41. Third and short, 3rd and 2 for Sanger. Duarte looking to the sidelines. 18 also out there. That'd be Diego Rojas. Wide receiver, junior, 5'9", 165. And number 80. Number 80 is Jaden Wu. First down for the Apaches, number 27. Hunter Pittman. 5'10", 170-pound senior. Strong run to about the 27 in Kennedy territory. Sanger's going to get physical with Kennedy. Number 21 checks in. That's Fernando Gonzalez. 5'7", 150. A senior for Sanger at a backfield. So first and 10, strong run by Hunter Pittman. To the 27-yard line, right hash mark for the Apaches. From a backfield. Ashton Rodriguez, the ball carry, dances a little bit. Goes forward for about 2 yards. Number 25, Ashton Rodriguez. Yeah, well, not much is there. Just run north-south. At the 25. 2nd and 8 for the Apaches. At the Kennedy 25-yard line. Helped out by that 15-yard penalty. Keep the ball on the ground. One man's in motion. They get it to Rodriguez. And it comes the other way. It's going to be a Kennedy touchdown. A defensive touchdown. Wow. Helm Gamez. Wow. Fumble return touchdown. He has an INT, one of the top tacklers for Kennedy. And the junior takes it the distance. Sanger was having a good drive going. Had an inside handoff and it went awry. He comes back the other way. Gamiz Helm, G-A-M-I-E-Z, number 1 for RFK. Trying to PAT. It's up and it's good. Number 9, Ronaldo Monroy, the senior. Wow, that was quite a play. We see it again. Sanger with the ball with 25 of Kennedy. Rodriguez. Ball comes loose. And then Helms takes it a distance with great speed. I don't know if Rodriguez was stripped of the ball before he decided to run or he was dancing that time, but they had a very effective drive going and it went awry, and Helm, the right guy at the right time to pick it up, scoop it up, and go the distance. So you would say that's, 70 yards, 75 yards. And this game has been brought to you on NorCal Sports TV by the Sanger High Apaches. So just like that, the long return, the PAT, and it's 7-0 Thunderbirds. So they've been a team that has scored this year. Now, number 2 in the state, in the country in rushing yards. And that's kind of like a rushing yard, but on defense. So, like I said, Sanger was helped out by the 15-yard penalty against the Thunderbirds. We're moving the ball very effectively. Kind of an odd play. I don't know if the handoff was clean to Rodriguez or what. I saw the play over. They tried to get up to 25, and he was going forward, and the ball was behind him. So Not sure if it was not a clean handoff, he didn't handle it, or he was looking the other direction, but it didn't work out for Sanger. And it's 7-0 Kennedy. And Helm was in the right place at the right time. Short punt in no man's land, live football, got a fall on it. The Apache football thrown 25-yard line. A lot of guys do that in high school ball. They kind of punch kick it to the 30, 25-yard line. It's not like a punt. When you're the receiving team, you have to recover it. You have to get on it. And instead of booting the ball all the way through the end zone to the 5-yard line, a lot of kicks are in that direction, that location, between the 35 and 25-yard line. And sometimes the receiving team is very slow to get to the football to return it. Live football. 7-0. Kennedy. So a team that is 4-0 leading, 7-0 here. Another run up to about the 30-yard line. By 21, Fernando Gonzalez, running back 5'7", 150 for Sanger. Robert F. Kennedy High School in Delano. The newest high school, the third one. You have Delano High, Cesar Chavez, and Robert F. Kennedy, brother of John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Sanger 2nd and 5 from their 30. He goes again. Hunter Pittman to the outside. Nice straight arm across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Number 27. Tackled by Sergio Gonzalez, number 43, a junior for RFK on defense. Jorge Pena, the head coach of Sanger, and Mario Millan, the head man for RFK. From the 38-yard line. First down, 1st and 10. Now we have the Kennedy cheerleaders just in front of us, because the visitor side is the same side as the press box. 5,000 seat capacity here at Tom Flores Stadium. Pitch back. Nice run by Gonzalez to the outside, number 21. Knocked out of bounds at the 45. Kind of dipped in and out. Gonzalez, 5'7", 150, number 21 for Sanger. Bright red uniforms. Below to the ground at 5'7", 150. Up to the 44-yard line. They call it 2nd and 4 for Sanger in their own territory at the 44. 7-0 Kennedy, the Thunderbirds. From Delano, 3-man defensive front. Big guy in the middle. Looks like a first down for Sanger. Straight up the gut to about the 48-yard line. Move the chains. Number 25, Ashton Rodriguez. So Gonzalez 21, Rodriguez 25, and Pittman 27 have ran the football for Sanger today. 150 pounds, 180, and 170. 21, 25, and 27. Quarterback Josiah Duarte, number 8. We haven't seen Kennedy on offense yet. Little pitch back. Great defense. Yes. Number 5, Jude De La Cueva. Love that name. Junior. Love it. Jude. Well, my son's name is Luke, but Jude comes very close because I love the song Hey Jude by the Beatles. So Jude De La Cueva, number 5. Outside rusher. At the right place at the right time. Here we go. Yeah, he's kind of blocked to the outside. Blocked right where the runner was going. Big loss back to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and long for the Apaches. Duarte rolling to his left. Nice pressure. Throws it. Incomplete far side. Excellent pressure by Kennedy as Duarte was rolling to his left. The intended receiver was number 35, Andrew Lopez, a senior 175 receiver for Sanger. And 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 17 for the Apaches at their own 42. So, great defense by Kennedy the last couple of plays. On a pitch right for Sanger. and got the quarterback rolling to his left. Thrown against the grain. His receiver was covered on the far side. So 3rd and 17 for Sanger in their own territory, down 7-0. 6:40 left here in the first quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. Duarte to throw. Heavy pressure. Hit as he throws it. The pass is caught. Nice catch. First down inside the 20-yard line for Sanger, number 35, Andrew Lopez. 6'2" receiver did a great job following the ball, uses height. Duarte was hammered. You saw him hammer as he threw that ball, got it up in the air, and threw it long enough. And he followed the pass very well. Gerardo Salazar with the tackle, number 6, the junior defensive back for Kennedy. Sanger in business. 1st and 10 at the 17 of Kennedy. Good job by Duarte, the QB, and by the receiver. Inside handoff. Nope. Duarte keeps it. Back in his way inside the 10-yard line. And second down from the 8-yard line. Like second down about 1 for Sanger. Nice run by Duarte. Left hash mark for the Apaches. Gives the ball off to Ashton Rodriguez. And he powers his way inside the 5-yard line. Number 25, Ashton. He'll call it the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from the 4 for the Apaches. 5 minutes plus to play here in the first quarter. They're down 7-0, knocking on the door. Duarte looks for the score. 3 running backs, 1 in motion. Rodriguez close to the 2-yard line. The tackle by number 5, Jude De La Cueva. Number 5 with another stop for Kennedy. Well, 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line for Sanger. Tom Flores Stadium. Cheerleaders on the far side. Hand off to Rodriguez. Hit, trying to drive. And it gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Sanger. Ashton Rodriguez kept his legs churning. He gets to the end zone for Sanger's first score, number 25. So that first handoff did work out too well for him. There was a fumble, and of course returned by Helm of 75 yards. The Sanger comes right back. Rodriguez runs well, and you have an excellent pass from Duarte, the quarterback, to number 35, Lopez, which set him up inside the 20-yard line. And they've been running effectively tonight, Sanger. And Rodriguez is the one that scores for them, Ashton Rodriguez. 7-6 games they go for the PAT. 4:24 to play here in the first quarter. Duarte to hold. Kick is up and it's good. Seven to 7 here at the first quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. Sanger on the board, see the touchdown. Ashton Rodriguez. Looked like the guys were kind of mixed up. You had Gonzalez 21 and Rodriguez like together side by side, but there was an opening, and Ashton took advantage of it and got into the end zone. I thought there might be a fumble or some kind of confusion. Normally, 2 running backs are not banging into each other, but it worked out because they had blocking up front. So Rodriguez scores. PAT is good, and 7-7. 4:24 to play here in the first quarter. Another sponsor for our game tonight on NorCal Sports TV is the Academy West Insurance Services on NCS TV. Okay, you see Sanger Apache 7 and Kennedy 7. Kennedy took advantage of that fumble return by Gomez Helm, number 1. After Sanger had a pretty good opening drive, which is helped out by a 15-yard penalty against Kennedy. So Kennedy scores. Kennedy offense hasn't had the ball yet. They will this time unless they fumble the ball. And a return to about the 34-yard line by number 24, Avian Pacina, who's their top runner for Robert F. Kennedy. Pacina this year, 709 yards coming in, 9.8-yard average, 11 touchdowns for number 24. Hugo Moore, number 4, also has run for 525 yards, and Sand for 295. Sand, Mora, and Orozco, quarterback, have 4 touchdowns, and Pacina has 11. 11 this year. 7-7 game. So running back. Man is in motion. Orozco gives the ball off. Went across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Producer tonight, Jason Green at NCS TV. Yeah, Julian Orozco, number 3, the quarterback. He is a junior for RFK, Robert F. Kennedy. Avian Pacina running hard across the 40-yard line to about the 42. Pacina's 5'8", 185. He's a senior for RFK. Third down and short. About third down and long 2. Pacina number 24. 11 touchdowns this year. 3rd and 2. And they stopped him. 4th down is coming up. Arturo Betancourt, senior linebacker, 225 pounds, making the stop for Sanger. 4th down coming up for Kennedy. It's like punting time, 4th and 2. Sanger's a man in back of the 25-yard line. He had 4th and 2 for Kennedy. 2:39 left in the first quarter. High snap. Nice job by the punter. Takes the Thunderbirds roll momentarily. It'll be down about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches in their own territory. The 27-yard line, 1st and 10 for Sanger. Moving left to right here in the first quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. Not far from Sanger High School in Sanger, California. This stadium was built via community support in 1954-55. Seats 5,000. They had 7,000 for a playoff game a few years ago. Standing room only around the end zones. And capacity for the seats is 5,000. New high school is being built in Sanger. And this was renamed Tom Flores Stadium in 1981. Man is in motion. Duarte quarterback. They're going to pound the ball against Kennedy. They feel they can run the rock against them. Across the 30 to about the 32. Ashton Rodriguez, the ball carrier. Helmet on tackle number 1 for Kennedy. Pretty good when you can pick up 5 or 6 yards on first down, so you have a 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4 situation. 2nd and 5 here for Sanger. It makes it. I think it makes your play calling much easier. 2nd and 5 for the Apaches at their own 32. Middle of the field. 2 receivers to the near side for Sanger. Duarte looking there. Lofts it high into the air. It is knocked out of bounds. Good play by Sebastian Pimental, number 33 for Kennedy. The intended receiver was number 18, Diego Rojas for Sanger. Well, you got to play it. Number 33 is 5'11", 175. He is a junior. Robert F. Kennedy is ranked number 27 in the Central Section, number 2 in Division 4. At 1401 Hyatt Avenue. 4-0 this year. Duarte, high snap, pitch. 1 tackle, broken. 1st down, far side, across the 40-yard line. Number 21, Samuel, check that, Fernando Gonzalez with a first down run. Nice pitch by Duarte. Out of bounds to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. Yeah, stays on his feet. Great balance. Excellent balance for number 21, Gonzalez. Sanger is going to pound the ball. I talked a lot about the fact that Kennedy likes to run the football. Well, they didn't have it very long. They scored on a long fumble return. The Apaches have control of the possession time and the clock in this game, 7-7. But they have been content to run the football, have one long pass play from Duarte to number 35, Andrew Lopez, inside the 20-yard line. Inside handoff to Hunter Pittman. Number 27 flag is down as he rambles to about the 45-yard line. Duran in on the tackle for Kennedy. False start against the Apaches. It'll be a 5-yarder. Yeah, 1st and 15 for Sanger at their own 38-yard line. 1:28 to play here in the first quarter. NorCal Sports TV. Mark Heffernan with producer Jason Green. Near side we have Diego Rojas, number 18, for Sanger. Duarte looking at him with a pass complete to 45. Doesn't quite slip a tackle. We'll see what forward progress is, maybe to the 46. Good job by Sergio Gonzalez, 43 coming up. Number 5, Jude De La Cueva. Hit him. In a play like that, when you're scrambling for yardage, it's probably best to go down. You could really hurt an ankle or leg. Makes the catch, like right here. The guy has a hold of your ankle. Other guys come up, they can twist your body around. At any rate, they're up to the 46-yard line. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 7 for Sanger. Duarte looks to the sidelines. 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. 7-7 game. Non-league game. Sanger from the CMAC Conference. And Kennedy from the South Sequoia League. Timeout. Sanger, you're watching Prep Football on NorCal Sports Television.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache Football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Hey, I'm going to tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache Football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance.
Okay, 22 seconds left in the first quarter from Tom Flores Stadium in Sanger, California. It is Sanger 7 and Kennedy 7. Robert F. Kennedy from Delano. The Sanger Apaches in red. They have dominated the possession time in this game. Not for a long fumble return by Kennedy. It would be 7-0 Sanger, if not more. Duarte. Late pitch. Fumble. Ball still live. Sanger fortunately got it back for them. Kennedy guys were jumping all over the place but could not come up with the football. A late pitch by Duarte. He got hit as he pitched the ball. I don't think it ever got to his running back, but fortunately for the Apaches, see laid back and then he gets hit. The ball's loose. Kennedy guy was right on top of it. They were not looking for the ball. After one quarter from Tom Flores Stadium, it is Sanger 7 and Kennedy 7 on NorCal Sports Television.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them. And and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the chills? I have the chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Certainly a beautiful sunset there during those summer camps, NCSTV summer camps. Beautiful sunsets. A little bit cooler there than here in the Central Valley, although it's been warm throughout California the last couple of years. We'll begin the second quarter here from Tom Flores Stadium with a 7-7 game. Sanger football, 3rd and 15 for the Apaches as they move right to left here in the second quarter. They have controlled the clock in the possession time. The score is tied. Duarte, quarterback number 8, rolling to his right. Looking downfield. Now he's going to go down. Emiliano Henderson, number 2, and company. Putting him down. I'll tell you, guy's a good ball player. It's number 43, Sergio Gonzalez. He is around the football for Kennedy. Henderson, one of the first guys that we see it. First guy hit him was Gonzalez, 43, and got some help from Emiliano Henderson, number 2, and company. So a big-time loss. Great pressure by Kennedy, but it's going to work against them. Flag was down. Well, that's tough. 15-yard penalty. Now it's 3rd and 7 for Sanger. So it would have been 3rd and, 22? Now it's 3rd and 7. So Kennedy makes a great defensive play, but nevertheless, 15 yards against you doesn't help. Sanger football, 3rd and 7 at their own 47-yard line. Right hash mark for Duarte and company. Man is in motion. Duarte hit. Ball pops up. They will take the other way again. Yes, sir. Mr. Helm twice. A fumble return and a pick 6. That happened because of the pressure on the quarterback. They popped him as he unloaded that ball, and Helm in the right place at the right time. Second time tonight, the fastest guy on the team. Look at that. Just standing, waiting for it. We'll go next 50 yards for that, pick 6. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in a game. One player makes 2 defensive plays in the first half of a game, and both result in touchdowns. Did Ridgeview a few years ago against Tehachapi, and Ridgeview had 2 fumble returns for scores, but they were not in the same half, I don't believe. False start against Kennedy. But that was caused by the hit on the quarterback. So thank you, defensive lineman. They put pressure on him back-to-back plays. And the PAT is 14-7, Kennedy over Sanger. Look at that. And while I talked about 43, Sergio Gonzalez, talked about him being on a lot of plays. The previous play, the pressure on the quarterback, he's the first guy to hit Duarte. And this time, he hit him good as he unleashed the ball. Last time, he kind of got a hold of him and held him up for his teammates, but he's in on every play. And so 14-7, Kennedy over Sanger. Prep Football on NCS TV is brought to you by NCS TV Summer Basketball Camps. And what a glorious setting for basketball in the summer when it's so hot here in the Central Valley and many areas of California. Go up there for 5 days and 5 nights. A beautiful setting, in Sonora. And they have gorgeous sunsets in that particular area. the kids will play, inside in the basketball gyms, and sometimes they'll play outside during the day and also in the evening. A lot of competition there, a lot of basketball drills, fun things. And so the kids really enjoy it. And you get supervision teaching by guys that are coaching in high school and in college. It's a lot of fun. NCS TV, summer basketball camps. Very strange game. Sanger has dominated possession time, but they trail 14-7. Kennedy, 2 unbelievable plays on defense, led them to a 14-7 advantage. And Helm has been the guy both times. Gamia's Helm, the junior, number 1. Duarte rolls to his right, is hit by Sergio Gonzalez, number 43. The ball pops into the air. Helm is just waiting for it. It goes about 50 yards. And then the first touchdown was a kind of a missed handoff between Duarte and Ashton Rodriguez. Helm picks it up and goes about 75 yards for Kennedy. So the same guy in the right place at the right time, and probably has about the best speed on the team. So very unusual, but you know what? All it counts is how many points you have on the board. And Kennedy is 4-0 for a reason this year. But I think a lot of it has to do with their offense they've been scoring today. Their offense hasn't done basically anything. But number 1, kind of lanky. He's 6'2", 185. He's only a junior. So you put on some weight, he could be 6'2", 6'3", 200 by next year, Helm. With that speed. Primarily playing on defense, but you look at him, he's very thin. He could fill out. He could easily get to 200 pounds or more. The scouts are looking at him because he has speed. He has that ability to make plays. So Kennedy kicking off. They had 14-7 here. 11:22 to play in the second quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. A very short kickoff. Returned by 35. Lopez. Long strike to the outside. A little cut back to the 45. Midfield. And to the 46. In Kennedy territory. Andrew Lopez, 6'2" wide receiver, caught that long pass from Duarte early inside the 20 for Singer. That was a nice return. So nice move. Another guy, 6'2" guy with long strides, just like Helm of Kennedy. The 2 guys that run effortlessly and cover a lot of ground. And both have a bright football future because of their size and the fact they can add, 10, 15 pounds and it wouldn't hurt them. Second with the ball in Kennedy territory. We go to the outside, to the 45, 40-yard line, and finally dragged down. Gonzalez, the ball carrier. The tackle by number 25, Brain Guevara, junior for RFK. Robert F. Kennedy, 14, Singer High School, 7. Tom Flores Stadium on NCS TV. Singer has been able to move the ball effectively against Kennedy. They have that 3-man defensive front. Linebackers have done a good job. Kennedy, the last series, putting pressure on Duarte when he tried to throw. Ashton Rodriguez powers his way inside the 35 to about the 33. Jose Guzman, 55, in on the stop, a junior for Kennedy. We will call it the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for Sanger. Out to the outside, and Kennedy does a great job extending the play. Salvador Sanchez, 23. Excellent play on defense for number 2-3 for Kennedy. The pitch was to the short side of the field, and they did not allow any running room for Sanger. 2nd down and 12 for the Apaches at the 36 in Kennedy territory, left hash mark. Diego Rojas, right slot, Sanger. Duarte sets up, comes the pressure, throws towards the end zone. Yeah, got to be holding against Kennedy. Yeah, Lopez was on his way for 6 and was held at about the 10-yard line. remember in high school football, it's not like in pros where they give it a first down at the site of the infraction. And a couple of flags on the play. Pass interference against Kennedy. First down, Sanger. Lopez was beating them on that post pattern. Had two DBs beat. Duarte's pass was kind of floated a little bit, but nevertheless, first down for Sanger at the 21 in Kennedy territory. Duarte to pass, sets up. Man's wide open. Incomplete. Number 21, Samuel Gonzalez. Fernando Gonzalez. Number 21. Try to make a diving attempt at it. You know what? He's only 5'8", so more difficult for guys that are short to make that kind of a play than for somebody who's 6'1" or 6'2". He's wide open. Nobody even covering him on the play. He just couldn't make the play. Fernando Gonzalez. Guys in pros don't make catches sometimes either. 2nd and 10 for the Apaches at the 21 of Kennedy. Wide right, we have Diego Rojas for Sanger. Rodriguez really doesn't go anywhere. It's about the 20-yard line. Looked like Heverhone, number 2, impeding his running ability at that time. 3rd and 8 for the Apaches at the 19-yard line of Kennedy territory. A very unusual game with Kennedy up 14-7. Their offense has barely had the ball. 2 defensive touchdowns. 3rd and 8. Man in motion. Duarte looking to his right. Pressure from the outside. Screen. Number 31, Arturo Betancourt. He is dropped at the 18-yard line. They smelled it all the way. Big number 65, Rios Jaden. Big guy, Rios, a sophomore, making a stop. SOPH. Look at that. Boom. He doesn't move that well, but he was in the right place at the right time. That's where he needs to be. Big sophomore nose guard for Kennedy, number 6'5". He is 6 feet 280, Rios. Duarte to throw over the middle, and the pass complete at the 5-yard line. Should be a first down, 1st and goal for Sanger. Rojas, number 18, Diego Rojas. Well, a 1st and goal situation. Nice pass by Rojas. Hit him just before the DB got there. Number 33, Sebastian Pimentel. So 1st and goal for 6 for Sanger. 7 minutes plus to play in the first half. Duarte. Rodriguez. Hit driving his way close to the goal line. As a touchdown, Apaches. Nice drive by Ashton Rodriguez after he was hit. Number 25 has scored both times for Sanger tonight. 14-13 game. And the PAT is up and it's good by number 22, Marky Botello. So 14-14 game between Sanger and Robert F. Kennedy from Delano. On NCS TV, we see this play again. Ashton Rodriguez hit kind of briefly. Look at him drive, though. Hit at the 4, hit at the 2, keeping those legs churning, and he made his way across the plane for the touchdown. It's number 25 with a couple of scores for Sanger tonight. A 14-14 game, 7:17 to play in the first half. One of the sponsors for NorCal Sports Television is Meeting Rooms on Demand. Meeting Rooms on Demand. Good ball game. Kind of unusual in the sense that Sanger has controlled the clock and controlled the ball. And they have ran the football very effectively today. And they've used that to set up their passing game. And Kennedy virtually hasn't had the ball on defense. They've scored twice on big defensive plays by Gamez Helm, number 1. Had about a 70-yard return on a fumble return and a 50-yard return on a pick 6. Now, the pick 6 was set up by the pressure employed by Sergio Gonzalez, number 43. The ball fumbled by Hugo Mora, number 4. Not going to get too far. Across the 10-yard line and down. Hugo Mora, number 4, the kick returner. Also running back for RFK. Had trouble with that kick return. Well, he brings it up to about the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds. 7:10 to play in the first half. From Tom Flores Stadium. I'm Mark Heffernan. Our producer is Jason Green. Doesn't quite have the hang time of Jalen Green, but he's close. Nice run to about the 18-yard line by number 24, Avian Pacina. He's their top ball carrier. So with plus 700 yards coming into the game, number 24. 9.8 yard average, 11 touchdowns. They held in check so far. Moore, number 4. Drake Sand, number 7, also 2 of the runners. Jaquil De Leon, number 45, the ball carrier for Kennedy. So the ball to about the 22-yard line. Number 11 comes in for RFK. That would be Jimmy Flores. Receiver to the near side. They primarily run the football, though. Orozco. It might be against RFK. Could be a false start. Yes. False start against the Thunderbirds. That will cost them 5 yards. Back them up. 14-14. It'll be 1st and 15 for Kennedy. Primarily run-oriented attack. There's a counter. There's a big runner. Hold him in check, number 24, Pacina, the senior, across the 20-yard line to about the 23, number 24. A 5'8", 185-pound senior. 2nd down and 9 for Kennedy. Quick look to the ball. Run to the outside. Ball's loose. Picked up by Kennedy, though. Across the 30-yard line and close to the first down marker. They got a break that time. That ball was fumbled forward about 6 or 7 yards. There we go. Number 4, Hugo Mora running the ball. Fumbled it, but fortunately for them, it was picked up. Boy, that was close to the first down marker. They're calling it 4th down. 4:45 to play in the first half. At this point, they look to be going for it. 4th and less than a yard. And I don't think so. At their own 31, they're going to punt. They thought about it for a while. No need to really gamble at this point. I mean, Julian Orozco wanted to go for it, but the coach said, no, I don't think so. Mario Millan. They're going to punt on 4th and 1 at their own 31. 14-14 game on NorCal Sports Television. Some people don't know where to go, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. You're watching Prep Football on NCS TV.
Hey, I'm going to tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
Okay, 4th and short for Kennedy, and it looked like they were going to punt. I think they're going for it, or at least they're going to try to draw Sanger off sides. 4th and less than a yard at their own 31-yard line in their own territory, as I mentioned. They brought in Herajon number 2 and 23, Sanchez for more blocking. Well, they're in the backfield. Orozco. He didn't make much. That was Pacina. They stopped Pacina. Sanger football. Fourth and less than a yard, and they're shy. Now, number 2, Herajon wants a measurement for Kennedy. Yes, he wants a measurement. Referees in high school have a tendency just to call it instead of going for measurements, so I like this play. I want to make sure you got it right. He got a little bit that time, but not much. But I can't tell from my vantage point. Would I have gone for it? No, I wouldn't with 4 minutes to play in the first half. I wouldn't have myself. It is short. It's Sanger football. Yeah. It's short by a football and a half. But they like to run the football, but that wasn't a very creative play on 4th and 1. I mean, you give the ball to your best running back, but there wasn't much there in front of him. The blockers didn't open any holes, so that gives Sanger a lot of time to work with. 4:06 to play in the first half, and they're at the Kennedy 31-yard line. Short field, 14-14 game. Duarte. Ashton Rodriguez. In the backfield, hit again to the 30, driven back. Nothing was really there. Second down coming up. Okay, we'll call it 2nd and 9 for Sanger. Nice spot at the 30-yard line in Kennedy territory. Ashton Rodriguez scored twice for Sanger. Helm scored twice from the defense for Kennedy. That was a bad pitch. Very low pitch. And number 21, Gonzalez had trouble coming up with the pitch. Threw him off. The timing was off in that particular play. So lost back to the 33-yard line. Third down coming up. Third and 11 or 12, whichever you prefer for Sanger. At a 33 in RFK territory. 2:42 on the clock here in the second quarter. Left hash mark for the Apaches. Duarte rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. He's hit and thrown down. He was thrown down at the 40-yard line. Good pressure by number 23, Salvador Sanchez. Once again, the guy who actually made the play was 42, Sebastian Duran. There was pressure before Duran got to him. That was a one-on-one tackle by number 42, Sebastian Duran. Good job by him. So definitely 4th down and long for Sanger. So 4th and about 18. Punt the ball from their own 45-yard line. The punter is Hunter Pittman. The ball's inside. At a 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 4. It will be 1st and 10 for Kennedy at their own 4-yard line. 1:28 to play in the second quarter. So the Kennedy defense came up big after they were stopped on 4th and short. Sanger had the ball at their 31-yard line. Sanger could not even get a field goal out of that and punted the ball. Sanger deep in their own territory. They run to the outside. 10, 15-yard line. Nice hit by Pittman on number 4, Mora. Good run by Mora, though. First down. They will mark it at the 17-yard line. More to the outside. I don't like the way he runs to the right. Now he finally switched the ball. Good hit by Hunter Pittman, number 27, who's also a running back for Sanger. Run to his right. He did switch the ball to his right hand, which is cool. Sometimes when guys do that, they fumble the ball or they get hit at the time they're switching the ball. I love running to my left, even though I'm a right-hander, because I like to use my right as a straight arm. Yeah. Pacino, the ball carrier, powers his way for just a couple to the 21-yard line for Kennedy. They want to utilize as much time as they can. At 2nd and 5 here from the 21. Jimmy Flores, number 11, checks in for the Thunderbirds. 14-14 game. Orozco. Counter play, and Sanger's up to the task. Loss of the 19-yard line. Nothing there. And the first half comes to a conclusion from Tom Flores Field. Tom Flores Stadium at Sanger, close to Sanger High School in Sanger, California. The score is the Sanger Apaches 14 and the Robert F. Kennedy Thunderbirds 14 from Delano on NorCal Sports Television.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache Football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Hey, I'm going to tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
Is your Apache insured? With Academy West, we make it easy and affordable to insure your young Apache drivers. Good student discounts and affordable payments make it easy for anyone to budget. Academy West Insurance, home of the Apaches and the Valley's #1 choice for auto insurance.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Don't have time to take a day off from work and visit the DMV? No problem. At Academy West.
Okay, we are in halftime at Tom Flores Stadium in Singer, California. The score is Singer 14 and Kennedy 14. Helm scoring twice for Kennedy on 2 long defensive touchdowns, and Rodriguez scoring from inside the 5 twice on rushing touchdowns for Singer. They're honoring the class of 2021, the Hall of Fame class. Now, they honored the class of 2020 prior to the game. Remember, due to COVID, we didn't have any type of award ceremonies last year, much of anything. So they're honoring the people from 2021. And I mentioned some of them prior to it. They're honoring Floyd and Lloyd Sanders, class of 1965. They were outstanding basketball players. They were named High School All-Americans after their senior season in 1965, a first for Apache basketball players. Floyd and Lloyd were inducted together because their careers were both sides of the same coin. They were bookend high-scoring forwards. They led the team in scoring, the highest-scoring duo up to that time in school history. That team under coach Dean Nicholson, a fellow Hall of Fame inductee, was league co-champions with eventual Valley champion Reedley. Lloyd and Floyd were also elected to the founding class of the Singer High Basketball Hall of Fame in 2006. And then they're honoring Dick Shepard, a Singer Herald contributor. Dick had a long media career in the Valley, from KRDU in Dinuba to KMJ in Fresno, and then in retirement to the Singer Herald. At the Herald, he became a longtime observer and supporter of Apache athletics. He could be found on the sidelines at Tom Flores Stadium or Dean Nicholson Gym or any other Apache's athletic venue. He reported the games, and more importantly, he made the Apaches come alive through his words and pictures and capture the essence of our community's love affair with the Apaches. Many people unable to attend a game eagerly went to Dick's social media to find the live score and ongoing action of Apache's games. All of this was Dick's passion, in addition to his real job of reporting Singer news. It was a tireless source of information about Singer and his many groups and organizations that make our community what it is. Dick passed away just after the announcement of his induction to the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame committee wishes to express his condolences to his family. Dick Shepard, a longtime radio guy and with the Singer Herald contributor, 2021. Yeah, they're talking about now Floyd Sanders and Lloyd Sanders, who I mentioned, from the class of 1965 to bookend forwards for Singer High School. Some of the other people coming up would be Sherry Johnson Back, athlete, class of 2000, Billy Jack Pierce, class of 1977, Janelle Odom, a coach, class of 1988, Ernie Reese, an athlete, the class of 1957, Michelle Anderson, an athlete, a class of 1994. So I will wait until the announcer on the field names the other people in the class of 2021. Floyd and Lloyd Sanders. Great basketball players here for the Apaches in the class of 1965.
In the pole, he rose to an unheralded of height and earned height and was named a high school All-American in the event in 1977. He was the first vaulter in Valley history to clear 16 feet.
That was Billy Jack Pierce they're talking about, class of 1977. Star of the pole vault and a member of the 1976 Valley champion, state-ranked #1 Division II football team. Held records in punt returns and kickoff returns, in addition to being named All-League as a defensive back in 1976. And he was great in the pole vault, high school All-American in 77. First Valley vaulter to clear 16 feet, 77 Masters meet champion. Placed 5th and 2nd in successive years at the state track meet. Competed at Fresno State after high school. And also competed in international events and placed 2nd at the junior national meet. That's Sherry Johnson Back, class of 2000.
He was named CIF All-Star after both years and high school All-American after both years. He played on the U.S. National Youth Team and was Senior High Female Athlete of the Year in the year 2000. He attended Hartwick College in New York and was All-East Team and All-East MVP in successive years. He was an honorable mention All-American twice and All-American third team once. He was Hartwick Female Athlete of the Year and later was inducted into the Hartwick Hall of Fame in 2013. After college, she became a high school coach, and her teams are 3-time state champions. She was New York Coach of the Year in 2010, presenting her class with Dave Hasagawa. Class of 1994 graduate Michelle Henderson was arguably the greatest all-around basketball player in senior high women's basketball history. A history with numerous
Michelle Anderson, athlete, class of 1994.
At present, she is still 7th in scoring, 5th in career skills, and 2nd in career assists. She was the engine that drove the team's success in many ways with a variety of skills. She played with other great players on 2 North and Central League Division championship teams in 1991 and 1992, and a Valley championship team in 1992. After high school, she played for 4 years at Fresno State and later became the women's basketball coach at Sunnyside High School. Here to present the plaque in her honor, Coach Ray Kanamori. Roy!
Michelle Anderson, athlete, class of 1994. Janelle Odom, class of 1988, the coach.
After high school, she went on to play at the University of California, Davis, where she was a 4-time All-American and the 1993 College Player of the Year. She also played on the junior national team, the national B team, and coached the national C team. Then she came back to Sanger and became the founding coach of the girls' water polo program, a program that has been populated by a parade of outstanding athletes
Janelle Oldham, quite a player and coach, class of 1988.
Can you please give one big round of applause to the class of 2021 Hall of Fame inductees?
I didn't mention Ernie Reese, athlete, class of 57. A member of the 1955 and 56 league champion and 56 Valley champion football teams. He was an Apache Athlete of the Year and the Apache Athlete of First in football, the first player to rush for 1,000 yards in a season, and the first player to rush for over 300 yards in a single game, both in 1956. Nobody did that then. After high school, he played in the Fresno County All-Star game, then went on to play at the University of California in Berkeley. After 1 year at Cal, he transferred to junior college powerhouse Bakersfield College for 1 year, then moved to the University of Utah for his last 2 years. At Utah, he was named to the small school All-American team after his senior season. So the 2021 class being honored at halftime tonight. Floyd and Lloyd Sanders in basketball. Dick Shepard, a media personality and a longtime contributor for the Sanger Herald Contributor. Women's water polo player, multiple All-American teams. Sherry Johnson Back, an athlete of class in 2007. Bill and Jack Pierce, an athlete from the class of 77, primarily as a pole vaulter. He was great. Janelle Oldham, a great water polo player and then a coach, class of 88. And Ernie Reese, an athlete in a class of 57 in football. And Michelle Anderson, maybe the best all-around basketball player in Sanger girls basketball history from the class of 1994. So a lot of people inducted into the Hall of Fame, and they had the ceremonies for the 2020 inductees prior to the game tonight here at Tom Flores Stadium at Sanger, California. We're just not too far from Sanger High School. Behind us at the stadium is a beautiful track facility. And you're watching Kennedy and Sanger 14-14 on NCS TV.
Insured with Academy West, we make it easy and affordable to insure your young Apache drivers. Good student discounts and affordable payments make it easy for anyone to budget. Academy West Insurance, home of the Apaches and the Valley's #1 choice for auto insurance.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and and meet some college coaches.
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second, has another shot, puts it up to end the game. Nails the three.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for three. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Don't have time to take a day off from work and visit the DMV? No problem. At Academy West Insurance, we can process your registrations, renewals, title transfers, and get your tags in just minutes. Just walk in. No appointment necessary.
What's your favorite part of this camp so far?
My favorite part is meeting new people, such as teammates and old friends that came earlier.
I really like the one-on-one training. The coaches really tried to get the connections with the kids during the camp, so I think that was a really good part of it.
I liked the drills, the ball handling drills, and shooting drills.
I think, one thing that's very underrated here at the camp was meeting new people, because I thought there was going to be very little people here from all around here, but there's people from Oakland, there's people from Atascadero, way far, and just got to meet new people. I really liked it. I was enjoying it was fun.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Insured with Academy West, we make it easy and affordable to insure your young Apache drivers. Good student discounts and affordable payments make it easy for anyone to budget. Academy West Insurance, home of the Apaches and the Valley's #1 choice for auto insurance.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school, so it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches. So,
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games here.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's real great experience.
And the Sanger Apaches come out onto the field for the second half, 14-14 game. Kennedy has scored twice on 2 long defensive plays by Gamez Helm, number 1. One was about a 70-yard fumble return. The other one was a pick 6. Set up by a defensive player. Sergio Gonzalez has had an excellent game for them. Ashton Rodriguez scoring twice from inside the 5 for Sanger. 14-14 game. Football is an unusual game because generally Kennedy runs the football quite a bit. They were the number 2 team in the state rushing yardage. They won't be number 2 team after tonight unless they have like 300 yards in the second half. They barely had a football. And they went for it in their own territory from the 31, 4th and 1, and were stopped short. So Sanger had it at the 31 with 4:06 to play. And Kennedy did a great job of containing the Apaches, and the Apaches could not even get a field goal out of it. So Sanger had a golden opportunity, or a red opportunity, to go up by at least 3 and came up with nothing. So that was a plus for Kennedy going into halftime, only being down 14-14, because Sanger has control of possession time and control of the clock in this game. But one guy for Kennedy has come up with 2 big defensive plays, and both resulted in touchdowns. So I would say if you're Sanger, you're going to keep the same philosophy in the second half. Run the football. They've utilized 3 runners tonight, 21 Fernando Gonzalez, 25 Ashton Rodriguez, and 27 Hunter Pittman. Rodriguez has been the top ball carrier, scoring twice from inside the 5. He was also involved in that first score by Helm of Kennedy. I'm not sure if he did not get the handoff from the quarterback Duarte, or he got the handoff and wasn't sure what to do, but looked like he was running forward and the ball came out a yard behind him, and Helm was in the right place at the right time. He was going the other way. But he's come back and run the ball very effectively. Some guys on defense have played well for the Thunderbirds. Emiliano Herrejón, number 2, along with Gamiez Helm, number 1, of course. Jude de la Cueva, number 5. 23, Salvador Sanchez. And kudos to Sergio Gonzalez, number 43, and Sebastian Duran, 42. A couple of juniors. Big play by Jose Guzman, 55, another junior. And how about, well, they have him, they have his name like Rios Jaden, but I have a feeling his name is Jaden Rios. But it's typed out Rios Jaden. He's a sophomore. Number 65 had a big stop for RFK in that particular game in the first half. So we'll see what happens in the second half. 14-14. So Rodriguez with 2 scores for Sanger, and Helm 2 scores for Kennedy. Mario Millan, head coach for RFK, and Jorge Pena, the head man for the Sanger Apaches. Sanger 1-2 coming into the game. RFK 4-0. This is the 121st year of Sanger Apache football. Can you believe that? 121 years. The stadium was constructed in 1954-55, and it was named Tom Flores Stadium in 1981. Tom Flores conducted a coin toss prior to the game. Nice return for Kennedy across the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds. Hugo Moore on the return for Kennedy. Very nice program here by Sanger High School. The class of 2020 or the class of 2021 induction ceremony. Love it. Going to keep that. Okay, Kennedy football moving left to right. Across your dial here in the third quarter. They're on 31-yard line. Orozco, the quarterback. Once again, they give it to Avian Piscina, number 24. A very short gain. He has 11 touchdowns coming into the game. Very quiet night so far. So they're looking to wear down Sanger. Well, they have to have the football to wear them down. Piscina. Jesse Flores to the near side for the Thunderbirds. Slot man right. Inside half to about the 37-yard line by Piscina. Go 3rd and 5 for Kennedy. Coming into the game, Manny Ayan, number 20, a senior. Line up wide left for the Thunderbirds. They're up quickly to the ball. Orozco, the quarterback. Man in motion. Is it a false start against Kennedy? Yep, false start against the Thunderbirds. That's a critical mistake there. From 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10. And they are not a pass-oriented team. And I don't think they've had a long run in this game tonight. Julian Orozco, number 3, to quarterback for Kennedy from Delano. 10:37 to play in the third. There's a draw play. Number 24, Piscina. Dropped to the 35-yard line. 4th down coming up. Good job by Arturo Betancourt, number 31 for the Apaches. 5'10", 225-pound senior linebacker. Called legal substitution against Kennedy. Had too many players on the field. So 5 yards against them. And the ball back at their 29-yard line. 4th and 13 for the Thunderbirds. Sanger should get fairly good position here. 14-14 game. Guess what the center is doing? He's picking up the ball and putting it back. So another false start. That's back-to-back plays against the Thunderbirds. It's not helping them going backwards. Now the ball's off their 24-yard line. 9:50 to play in the third quarter. NCS TV. Mark Heffernan with Jason Green. Line drive punt. Taking up the 40-yard line. 45, midfield 50. Down the sidelines. Out of bounds. Nico Ortega, number 20. 5'8", 150-pounder for Sanger. At 1st and 10 for the Apaches in very good field position. looks to be in Thunderbirds territory at the 44-yard line. Nice run. Get around to the outside and stepped out of bounds. He was ready to take it to the house, number 20. My favorite number, by the way. From the 44, 1st and 10 for Singer, the team in red. So have a good field position once again. They were at the 31-yard line of Kennedy late in the second quarter and came up with nothing. Well, the run game to Pittman, number 27, puts his hand down, goes up to the 41-yard line, then is driven back. Big number 27 for Sanger. I'll call it second and about 7. Gave him forward progress to the 41-yard line in Thunderbirds territory. They ran the ball very effectively tonight against Kennedy. Kind of set up their passing game. So we have near side Andrew Lopez for Sanger. Duarte looking in this position. There comes a flag. False start against Sanger. We've had quite a few false starts in this third quarter. Get the ball back to the 46-yard line in Kennedy territory. Second down and 12 for Sanger. 8:55 to play in the third quarter. NCS TV. Waiting for something big to happen in this game. Far right, Diego Rojas, number 18. And then, of course, we have Lopez to the near side. Long legs, 35. Duarte gives the ball to Gomez. Gonzalez knocked out of bounds at the 42. Good tackle by 25, Brian Guevara for Kennedy. Flag down. Yeah. Dead ball personal foul penalties on both teams. So they're offsetting. They don't have microphones on refs here in high school ball. Some games they use them, especially in the playoffs. So it's at the 43-yard line in Kennedy territory. 3rd and 9 for Singer. The ball on the left hash mark. For number 8, Josiah Duarte, the quarterback for the Apaches. Man in motion, that is Pittman. Duarte moving to his right. Here comes the pressure. And his pass incomplete. Intended for Gonzalez. Not a really good receiver downfield because he's only like about 5'7", so they are expecting him to make plays over his head. But if he was 6 feet or 6'1", it'd be a lot easier. He doesn't really have the length. They've utilized him twice in that play, but that's kind of a wobbler, and it was thrown behind him. So a tough play. You know, a possible catch, but more for a wide receiver. I think he's better as a wide receiver. He's better as a running back, I'd say. Pittman to punt, number 27 from his own 42 for Sanger. So good defensive stance for Kennedy once again. Low snap, fumbles it, gets it off, kicks it off to the right. What a leg. What a great leg. They're saying the ball was down at the 1-yard line. I think late in the second quarter he had a ball down at the 4. Looked like it was heading towards the end zone, but had kind of left-right bounce. And they were calling it out inside the 1-yard line. So Kennedy, a team that really doesn't pass the ball much at all. 3 of 8 for, 40 yards coming into the game. Is for the second time of the game, they started drive inside their 5. Not advantageous for them and their type of offense. Number 20 checks in Manny Ayan for Kennedy. So 1st and 10 from inside their own 1-yard line, 14-14. 8:15 to play here in the third quarter from Tom Flores Stadium. A lively crowd. Hand out to Pacina, gets up to about the 3 or 4 yard line off the left side. Number 24. Another tackle by Betancourt, number 31. Senior done a good job, 220-pound linebacker for Sanger. You see Emiliano Herrejon, number 2. Made some big plays on defense for the Thunderbirds. 2nd and 8. Pesina gets some breathing room up to about the 15-yard line. First down for Kennedy. 11 touchdowns coming in. Average of about 9 yards per carry. 700-plus yards, his best run of the night. Just runs with power, low to the ground. Just drives. And to the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. Man in motion. Orozco keeps the ball. Excellent run. Just shy of the first down. Number 3, Julian Orozco. Number 3, Kennedy. So back-to-back positive runs for them for about the first time in the game when they haven't had the ball much. Ortega with the stop. So you run Pesina right. You run them left and right. And Orozco goes back left, fakes the pitch. That ball was called before it was completed. At least that play, flag down at the 22. False starts against Kennedy. Man, this has been a quarter for false starts. Kennedy guilty of it 3 or 4 times here in the third quarter, and Sanger once. I don't know how much the refs have to do with it. If the guys are moving too quickly, and that's their issue, not the referees. Manny Ayon, number 20, brings a play in to Orozco and Kennedy. 1st and 15. Inside handoff, virtually goes nowhere to the 20-yard line. Looked like Kennedy was a little bit confused as to what play they were going to run. Nathan Soto comes up limping, the sophomore for Kennedy, but he's okay. 62. Flores, number 10, brings into play to Orozco. These are not good situations for teams that don't pass. 2nd and 14. Unless you have a long run. Orozco rolling to his right. Is he passing to somebody? Hit and dropped to the 16. Going to his right, trying to throw left-handed. Interesting. 4th down coming up. Not really the best call for a left-handed passer rolling to his right. He's only thrown about 10 passes this year. Yeah, left-handed passer rolling to his right. Nobody was open. Excellent coverage by Sanger. So this is 3rd and long, so call it 3rd and maybe 15 or so. He's throwing deep down the left sidelines. Incomplete. Intended for a Helm, number 1. Kennedy wants interference. Referees say no way. Well, Helm 6'2", the guard, who was probably about 5'9". They were just playing for the ball. I don't like it when refs call unnecessary penalties. 4th and 17 for the Thunderbirds. You see Julian Orozco letting it fly high in the air. Well, it looked like his left arm was there, but I don't think it was that flagrant. Nico Ortega hit him with the left arm before the ball was there, but I don't think it was really flagrant play. Or the official didn't see it. Thunderbirds roll. Look at that roll. 33 in Sanger territory. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. So that could have been called, but I'm glad they didn't call it. Snuck that left arm in there before the ball arrived, so some refs are going to call it, some don't. I prefer them not to in high school football. And they shouldn't in pro football either. Don't call them too close, especially when both players are going for the ball. 1st and 10 for the Apaches. 4:49 to play in the third quarter. 14-14 game from their own 33. Just this side of the right hash mark. Helm has scored twice. Along defensive plays for RFK, Robert F. Kennedy, and Ashton Rodriguez twice from inside the 5 for Sanger. Duarte on the keeper, hit and dropped inside the 30-yard line. Waited a long time to pitch that ball. Header home number 2, 23, Sanchez, providing the pressure on the quarterback. That play has not worked too effectively for Sanger tonight. And Harrahone said that's why it hasn't worked. Because I'm in the right place at the right time. Number 2. 3-man defensive front for Kennedy. But as a quarterback, you make that move, you've got to make your move quicker. You've got to fake the pitch or cut up field quicker instead of waiting so much time for the play to develop. 2nd and 13. Pressure again. And he's going down. Another sack for Kennedy. You see Helm, number 1. You see 43. Gonzalez. Guys have played a big role for the defensive team today. You know, they had some sacks coming into the game. And that's a big loss. Everybody was at him. No blocking whatsoever. Back of the 20-yard line. I will say one thing. Neither team passes very effectively, that's for sure. Neither of these teams have much of a passing attack. Now, Sanger runs the ball effectively, and that's supposed to be the forte of Kennedy, but I think Duarte is the better passer of the two when he has time to throw. Here comes the pressure again. He throws it up into the air. They're going to call penalty against Kennedy. And Duarte rolled to his left and just threw the ball to the air, so Sanger may get a break on this one. There was nobody open for Sanger, just threw the ball up in the air. It was close to number 33, Sebastian Pimental. And I don't know if they said that he pushed the receiver out of bounds. That's what they're saying. Pass interference. That's a bad play for Kennedy because they had no chance completing the pass. Look at that. He's going to his left, trying to throw the ball, falls down. Look at that ball wobble out there. There's no receiver even close to the play. I mean, Kennedy's had a good job, done a good job defensively. They come up with a couple of odd plays in this game. Your quarterback's rolling to his left. He gets hit. The ball wobbles. It's not even close to the receiver. You push him out of bounds. The ball's closest to a defender, and you get a penalty on yourself. You got to be smarter than that on defense. Duarte to pass. He's going to be hit and dropped again. They're not keeping him out. 3 and 4 guys are just hammering the quarterback for Sanger. Where is the blocking for Sanger? I mean, on the series, Duarte is just running for his life, running right, running left. He got a break with a penalty the last time. Good. 2 and 3 guys hitting. And once again, 23, Salvador Sanchez. Former boxer was great in there. They're going to punt from outside the 10-yard line. So the Kennedy defense coming to play in the second half. High snap. They get it off. That's Pittman. He's a good punter, though. And it goes out of bounds out about the 38-yard line. Kennedy fired up with their defense. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunderbirds. 2:17 to play here in the third quarter. We want to see some football from now on. I like some electricity hitting the field finally tonight. I mean, the pressure on a quarterback was awesome that last series. I don't know where their offensive line was for Sanger, but they weren't doing a lot of blocking. They weren't going downfield to catch the ball. When 2 and 3 guys are in the face of the quarterback, somebody is not doing their job. They're blowing assignments. And they got a break with a penalty. There's your guy. There's the guy. Been waiting for him tonight. Avian Pacina, his biggest run of the game to the 46 in Sanger territory, 1st and 10. You know, 11 touchdowns this year, none tonight. He's had some of his best runs late. 3-man defensive front for Sanger. That's the best one he's had. There he has it again. This time 3 and 4 guys make the stop at the 45. But they've had other guys that have gained ground this year, though. Moore, number 4, at 525 yards, coming in with an average of 14.2. And Drake Sand, number 7, who hasn't played tonight, at 295, 8.7. So he has not been the only guy that has gained yards. 2nd and 10. And he's not really a speed runner. Roscoe hitting the backfield. Good play. Betancourt's done a good job in the second half, number 31 for Sanger. Arturo Betancourt, 225-pound linebacker, who's had a really fine second half, made some big plays on defense for the Apaches. So 3rd and 12. So he made it happen. He cut right through the lane and tackled Julian Orozco. He couldn't cut up field. He couldn't pitch the ball. So number 31 making some plays on D for Sanger. 3rd and 12 for Kennedy. Tries running it to Bassina. Powers his way to the 41, but still shy. 4th down coming up. I'm not sure about that play on 4th and 12 and a half. You're just running an off-tackle play and expecting to pick up 13 or 14 yards. Well, obviously it's worked against some of the other teams they play, like Delano and Kerman and Hoover and Highland, but they're not quite the same level as Sanger. I mean, are you trying to get close to the first down marker, or are you trying to actually gain 13 yards in a play like that? He's only had one running play of more than 13 yards the entire game, Kennedy. And that was by Bassina moments ago. After 3, tied game. Sanger 14, Kennedy of Delano 14 on NorCal Sports Television. Okay, 4th down, 4th and 5 for Kennedy as we begin the 4th quarter. That's a nice punt. Fair catch at a 5-yard line, but refs throw a flag. Well, because he called a fair catch and tried to run with the ball, so it should be against Sanger. If you signal a fair catch, you catch the ball, then you run, it's a penalty against you. It'd be half the distance to the goal line. He got confused. They'll be at the 2.5-yard line, basically. So he got a little confused as to where he was. She never really tried to catch a ball inside the 10-yard line, though. Let it go into the end zone. So, Kennedy started 2 drives inside their 3 in this game. Once in the first half and here in the second half. And now Sanger is up their own 2.5. So, see what the Kennedy defense can come up with. 3-stack defense against Josiah Duarte, number 8 in company. Duarte with the pitch. That's a running room. Sideline, so 20, 30. Pittman didn't go out of bounds. They say he stepped out at the 48-yard line, but a great tiptoe job by Hunter Pittman. That's from your own 3 to the 48 in Kennedy territory. Number 27, who's the punter. Nice pitch. Got the key block on number 5, De La Cueva. Off to the races. And they couldn't get him out of bounds. Pimentel failed to get him out of bounds. Finally, Gamia's helm drove him out. He's at the 48 of Kennedy territory. First and 10 Apaches. Have that triple backfield behind Josiah Duarte, number 8, man in motion. Duarte. That's number 21. Fernando Gonzalez. Short gain to about the 45-yard line. Looked like 65. Rios was in there on the tackle. A good job on first down. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Apaches. Excellent run by Pittman. So they didn't stay in bad field position very long. Well, they have controlled the ball much better than Kennedy has in this game. Kennedy's had some big-time plays on defense to score and also other ones. Little pitch back. Nice hit. Emiliano Herrejón, number 2. And Duran, 42. Good stop by both guys. And back to the 45-yard line. Third down coming up. 3rd and 7 for Sanger. From the 45. In Thunderbirds territory. Robert F. Kennedy High School from Delano, the 3rd high school, the newest high school in Delano, about 30 miles north of Bakersfield. Right at the tip of Kern County, between Kern County and Tulare County. Sanger High School in red. Tom Flores Stadium, man in motion. And a pressure on Duarte. I don't know if they called a time or what was going on. Our flag was thrown before Gonzalez and company rushed Duarte. They may have been coming at him in the second half. Oh, encroachment. That's how they're in there so quickly. Got a great jump. But they have been putting pressure on Duarte here in the second half. They sacked him a couple of times on the last series. So 3rd and short, 3rd and a long 2. 2 down territory for Sanger. Duarte, Rodriguez first down. Ashton Rodriguez, nice run. Up to about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Sanger. Using up that clock. Moving those chains. 1st and 10, Apaches. Rodriguez with both scoring touchdowns for Sanger in the first half. Held with 2 defensive touchdowns for Kennedy in the first half. Now, my final score was 27-24. Somebody else's final score was 24-23. Had a higher scoring game, left hash mark for Duarte and company. Duarte looking over the middle, and his pass is incomplete. Overthrown to Rojas, number 18. Single coverage. 2nd and 10 for Sanger. From the 36. I'm not sure of the field goal making ability of the kickers on either team. I know one guy's made 22 of 23 PATs, but that's a different story. There hasn't been a field goal attempt in this game yet at Tom Flores Stadium in Sanger, California by Sanger High School. Got a beautiful track stadium behind us, baseball field. Rodriguez. Asher running hard. Look at that push. Slide of 25 to about the 22. Well, the offensive line is doing a great job. They had 1st and 10 for Sanger. Keep that clock moving. Under 9 minutes. Good push by 75, Josiah Marino. Also 51 for Sanger, that'd be David Vega. And 1st and 10 for the Apaches. At the 24, Duarte to throw before he gets hit, and a pass incomplete. He got hit, had to unload it, and it was incomplete. Excellent pressure on the QB by Kennedy. They love to hit the quarterback. Second down and 10 for Sanger. 8:26 to play in the ball game. 14-14 here in Sanger, California on NCS TV. I'm Mark Heffernan with producer Jason Green and a bevy of camera operators, videographers. They're up above. Rodriguez does a good job, is kind of pushing his way inside the 20-yard line. De La Cueva and company, number 5, making the stop for Kennedy. Rodriguez danced on his first carry, but he's done a very good job since then. The top runners for Sanger have been 25 and also 21 Fernando Gonzalez. Of course, Pittman made that long run to set up kind of this drive from zone 3 to the 48 in Kennedy territory. Pittman also done a good job punting the ball for Sanger. 3rd and 5. Prep football on NorCal Sports TV is also brought to you by the Sanger High Apaches.
Insured with Academy West, we make it easy and affordable to insure your young Apache drivers. Good student discounts and affordable payments make it easy for anyone to budget. Academy West Insurance, home of the Apaches and the Valley's #1 choice for auto insurance.
My favorite part was
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well. So.
That is so cool, looking at kids play basketball at night with a beautiful sunset at the NCS TV summer basketball camps. Great success over the years. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 5 for Sanger. Duarte trying to throw into the end zone, wobbles it. Touchdown! Apaches. Number 20, Nico Ortega. 5'8" receiver, he was open. He got separation from the DBs. And Duarte hung on there and got it to him. Duarte has been heavily pressured here in the second half. He stayed in the pocket and hit Nico. 20-14, Sanger. Like I said, he got some separation on the DBs. The guy is carrying the SHS flags. Up by 6. Important PAT. It's up and it's good. Number 22, Markey. Great name. Markey Botello, the PAT. Here it is. Look at Duarte hanging in there. Got hit from the backside. Got some separation. And Nico Ortega with a touchdown for the Sanger Apaches. Another great sponsor of prep football on NorCal Sports TV is the Academy West Insurance Services. You have seen some of their spots. Hey, the guy at host does a good job on the spots, by the way. Tell him that. He's very vibrant. The young man who does the spots for the Academy West Insurance Services, tell him I like his style. He's very up. Very positive. So nice throw by Duarte. Of course, that what set him up was that long run by Pittman up to the 48 in Kennedy territory. But they've been able to run the ball effectively against Kennedy tonight. Kennedy has been more effective putting pressure on Duarte when he's had to throw. But Sanger has had more balance, obviously, in their offense. They've dominated the statistics offensively, running and passing the ball. Kennedy's is primarily ran the ball when they haven't had that many plays in the game because they had those 2 long defensive plays. 21-14. Nice hit from the backside. Pittman doing a job, so he makes a long run as a running back, punts the ball, and is on special teams. Guys doing it in different ways. It's a good job by Nika Ortega. First and 10 for Kennedy across their own 20-yard line. Man is in motion for Orozco and company. That's Hugo Mora thrown down. Shy of the 25-yard line. Number 4, Hugo Mora. Second and 5 for Kennedy. 7 minutes plus to play in the ball game. They probably need to pick it up a little bit on offense or take too much time between plays. Orozco to Pacina. A flag is down. Pacina across the 30-yard line. Yep, chop block. Personal foul against Kennedy. Low block, chop block. The personal fouls have certainly not helped them in this game. Remember that time when Duarte was rolling to his left and got hit as he threw and threw like a wounded duck? His receiver was just like pushed out of bounds when the ball's in the air. And the pass was closer to a Kennedy defender downfield, number 33. In fact, it was 5 yards away from him, probably 12 yards away from his receiver. They didn't give them a first down, but it gave him 15 yards. That's not a good pitch. Might be recovered by Sanger at the 10-yard line. Yes, bad pitch. Very dangerous pitch by Orozco in the backfield. It looked like it was low, now recovered by the running back, and Sanger is able to pick it up deep in Kennedy territory. We'll see it this time. Yeah. Trying to pitch it to Drake Sand, number 7, making his first appearance tonight. But I got to give credit to the defense in that because when he tried to pitch the ball, he was kind of sandwiched by 3 defenders for the Apaches. Should have eaten up the ball and not pitched it. But they made it happen. They made it happen with the pressure on him. So they're at the 10-yard line. So basically first and goal for Singer at the 10. Timeout, Sanger. And Prep Football is brought to you on NorCal Sports TV by the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camps.
This broadcast of Sanger Apache Football is brought to you by Sanger High School Athletics, Academy West Insurance Services, the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, and Meeting Rooms on Demand, Fresno.
Hey, I want to tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to all of our Hall of Fame winners tonight on their teams. And of course, a special thanks to our namesake, Mr. Tom Flores. Thanks for being here tonight, Tom. If you'd like to see a recap of the game, you can check us on YouTube, NorCal Sports TV. YouTube, NorCal Sports TV. You can watch it here tonight, tomorrow, wherever you like.
Well, can Singer with the ball at the 10-yard line of Kennedy. Rodriguez up the middle. It powers his way to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Rios on the tackle, number 65 for Kennedy. The guy's only a sophomore. He's 280. 65 for the Thunderbirds. Also, some of the guys doing the blocking up front for Sanger, number 54, Samuel Guzman, 5'10", 205. David Vega, 51, 6'2", 235. Second goal from the 7. To the outside. Rodriguez, nice run. Did a good job to get that far. If they did not let him get to the outside, he had to cut up the middle. He does very well with that type of run, moving left-right. Remember, he scored 2 of the touchdowns tonight for Sanger. They're at the 1-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 1. And 21-14 Sanger. Kennedy scored twice in the first half on defensive plays. The offense has not even been close to scoring. Touchdown! Apaches, Rodriguez for the 3rd time tonight. Number 25 from the 1. Three's a charm for Ashton Rodriguez. Guess the Kennedy player is down. So 27-14 in favor of Sanger. 5:21.
My favorite part was just competing and meeting new people. You know, I'm always with my team, like practicing in high school. So it was good to come out and meet new people and play against them and get and meet some college coaches. So,
And the dribbling with the Sacramento Kings coach, that was really fun.
Meeting new people, making new friends.
The games, I love playing games, yeah.
Just to be able to practice on my moves.
My favorite part of camp is meeting new people. I've made a lot of friends so far. It's a real great experience here.
Bit too powerful. 1 second. Has another shot. Puts it up to end the game. Nails the 3.
The crowd
Here is
goes
Shiner
wild.
for 3. Yes, look at this. Everyone coming over to congratulate.
Literally, ball in the air as the buzzer went off.
Do you have the
Beautiful
chills? I have the
finish.
chills.
I definitely
Look
got
at that.
the
I got the
chills.
goosebumps.
I really did too.
Injured Kennedy player on the field.
Hey, I'm going to tell you how to skip these long lines at the DMV. Shh, follow me. Just come down to Academy West. We can help you out with plates, tags, transfers, everything from A to Z. Let's go. Save yourself some time and click the button today. We'll see you soon.
How was camp for you, Blake?
It was really fun.
What was your favorite part of NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp?
The atmosphere. Just being out here, feeling close to nature. Like, I woke up in the morning from getting my award for the 6 a.m. practices. I woke up in the morning, I saw 3 deer just pass by. I got a video. It was really cool. And I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches. I love everybody here. Everybody's here to get better. Everybody's here to have fun. And, you know, I like the competitiveness as well, so.
Injured Kennedy player. Coming off the field, Salvador Sanchez. He's had a pretty good game, a junior, number 23. that poor pitch by the quarterback really hurt their team. They were down 21-14, and but it was actually caused by great defensive pressure by Singer up front, and a quarterback, Orozco, threw it at the feet of his running back, who hadn't ran the ball the entire game, Sand, but had 295 yards coming in. So it's a poor toss, and it's at your own 10-yard line. You can't make a bad toss when you're down by 7, especially inside your 20-yard line. So that gives Singer the ball at your 10-yard line, the home team. That's after the touchdown. The PAT is up, and it's good. So tonight, not Fernando Gonzalez, but Marky Botello, 4 for 4 on PATs for Singer. They lead 28-14 over Kennedy with 5:20 left. And we see the touchdown by Ashton Rodriguez. 3 is a charm for him tonight. 3 touchdowns, all from inside the 5-yard line. He has been their best runner, keeps his feet, very good balance. And, he really smells the end zone. Some guys are that way. They get within the 4 or 5-yard line. They don't look like they run hard, but they know where the end zone is. They know how to get across that plane. Some guys do a lot of dancing. He doesn't. He danced maybe the first time he had the ball tonight, and that's been about it. So he's kind of come on as the game has progressed as one of 3 very good runners for Singer. You have number 21, Fernando Gonzalez, who's not really a receiver. They try to use him as a receiver downfield, but he's really too short, doesn't have the extension. You have Ashton Rodriguez, 25, and 27, Hunter Pittman, who's also the kickoff guy. But Hunter had that big run from the 3-yard line to the 48 of Kennedy, which set up Singer's 3rd touchdown tonight. And the defense set up the other one, lead by 2. Run back across the 25 to about the 27-yard line. Comes a late flag. Right now they mark the ball across the 25-yard line. 5:15 left and 28-14 in favor of the Apaches. Illegal substitution against Singer. That's happened to both teams tonight. That usually is when you have 12 players on the field at one time. And so Kennedy has the ball at their own 42-yard line, moving right to left here late in the ball game. 2 scores down. They're not a fast-scoring team. Well, they are against certain teams, but not against Singer. Singer competes in Division II. They are in the CMAC. Usually one of the top 2 teams in the CMAC, or at the worst, the top 3 teams. Pacina to about the 45. Has not been able to get uncorked tonight. I think he had 1 run plus 15 yards on a previous drive here in the 4th quarter. A lot of yards, 11 touchdowns coming in, and no touchdowns tonight for him. Both scored by Gamiaz Helm, number 1 on defense. They have not been able to uncork a long run this evening. Floor is wide right for Kennedy. 2nd down and 7. 44. Betancourt again. Number 31 doing a great job on defense. He reads the play very well, and he sticks it in there. Made some big hits tonight, number 31. Stands out on defense. There he is, Arturo Betancourt. He's made a few like that tonight. 3rd and 6, Kennedy. Pressure. Orozco. It was going to throw it, brought it back, got pushed and fell down. Joshua Almager, 180-pound linebacker, gets credit for the sack. 4th and 7 coming up for Kennedy. They will be punting from their own 45-yard line. As you can see, the passing game is not in Kennedy's repertoire. And that's tough when you're down by a touchdown or 14 points in a game. Very difficult to come back if you're primarily a running team with not really an explosive runner. Nico Ortega on the return. He had that touchdown reception for Sanger. Up to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. 3:21 left. Kennedy, number 2 in Division II. Sanger competes in, well, Kennedy is number 2 in Division IV. Sanger is in Division II. 121st year of football for Sanger. 29 league titles, 8 valley titles, first and 51 last in 2016. CMAC title 7, and they had one during the spring. County Metro Athletic Conference. Pittman does a good job of driving forward to the 35. Nice run by number 27. Gets a little bit of real estate up to the 35-yard line. Second down and 8 for Sanger at the 35. Clock under 3 minutes left in the ball game. Sanger looking to make it 2-2 this year, and Kennedy will probably drop to 4-1. Kennedy competes in the South Sequoia League. They and Shafter have been the dominant teams in the SSL for many years. They played in the D5 championship a couple of years ago. I was able to broadcast that game. Went down to the wire, won by Kennedy. That guy is excellent running. Fernando Gonzalez. It's like he got a first down for Sanger. They try to use him out of the backfield as a receiver, and some of the passes have been difficult for him to catch. The one, he might have been able to catch the ball at the 3-yard line early in the game. Got to make a diving play. This is his forte. He's below to the ground, has great balance, and he's hard to hit. You can't hit him up high, you got to hit him low. Strong legs. Running the ball is his forte, more than it is as a receiver. Doesn't have the height or the stretching ability to catch the ball when it's away from him. But they can still use him on that play from time to time as a receiver. I'm not the coach. 1st and 10 for the Apaches at a 47-yard line. Yeah, short gain of maybe a half yard or yard. Ashton Rodriguez, 25. Jaden Wu has not caught a pass for Sanger tonight, number 80, but he is lined up inside, outside. And most likely they're just going to run the football here. 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line. Wu's other side. Josiah Duarte, a quarterback, number 8. 2nd and 9 for the Apaches. Watch that clock run down. Gonzalez again. That quickness to the outside. Steps back. Runs the midfield, driven back. A gain of maybe a yard or so, a yard or two. You want to stay in bounds, use up the clock. Run wide. Fernando Gonzalez at midfield. 3rd and 7 for Sanger. I say it's a pretty quality victory for Sanger tonight. They needed one. Lost to Lemoore last week, 14-13. And really a lot more balance than Kennedy tonight. Kennedy played hard. Defense made some big-time plays. They held them there, but Sanger's exhibited more balance on offense. The ability to run and pass the ball. The pitch back. That ball's loose. But I don't know if Kennedy, nope, Sanger recovered it. That's Pittman, 27. Shaking his hand a little bit. Running back. Yeah, he just lost it. He caught the ball and was trying to run with it and just went out of his hands, but they did a good job recovering it. Looks like at least twice in this game, Kennedy had a chance to recover a fumble and couldn't do it. The first time they did resulted in a 70-yard touchdown for them. Yeah, clock's is expiring right now. It's a victory for the Sanger Apaches, 28-14 over the Kennedy Thunderbirds of Delano. Kennedy now 4-1, Sanger 2-2. Good matchup. It was 14-14 at the half. Good credit to both teams. I thought a fairly well-played game. Some false starts in the second half, some personal fouls, but a pretty good played game considering they didn't schedule this game until like 2 days ago because Centennial could not play Sanger. So the home team wins at Tom Flores Stadium. Gamiz Helm with a couple of defensive touchdowns in the first half, and the only points for Kennedy tonight. He had a 75-yard fumble return for a score. He also had a pick six of about 50 yards, and so that would be in the first half. Ashton Rodriguez scored twice in the first half, once in the second half, 3 touchdowns for him tonight, all of them from inside the 5-yard line. And then quarterback number 8, Josiah Duarte, hung in there and hit Nico Ortega for the other touchdown for Sanger as they won it 28-14. So a good victory for the Apaches, a tough loss for Kennedy, but Kennedy competes in a league where the teams are not as strong as Sanger. So I'd say they have to feel pretty good about their effort tonight as they fall to 4-1, and Sanger improves to 2-2. Sanger in a much tougher County Metro Athletic Conference where they compete against San Joaquin Memorial, Fresno, Bullard, Madera South, etc. Tougher teams in that league. Then in the South Dakota League with Shafter and Wasco and Taft and McFarland and Arvin. So the final score again from Tom Flores Stadium on a night where they honor the 2020 Hall of Fame inductees prior to the game, the 2021 inductees at halftime, and Mr. Flores was out here to conduct the coin toss. It was great. Great football, excellent people here at Sanger. The field is in beautiful shape, and great support from the fans on both sides. It is a victory for Sanger, 28-14 over Kennedy on NorCal Sports TV. And special thanks to our sponsors, the Sanger High Apaches, Academy West Insurance Services, NCS TV Summer Basketball Camps, and Meeting Rooms on Demand. I'm Mark Heffernan for Jason Green. Thanks for watching tonight. And once again, the final score, Sanger 28, Kennedy 14 on NorCal Sports Television. Thanks for watching. Good night.